Good morning, Harold in Miami, Florida. This is Seymour Better with free prescription lenses, and today I'm going to cut your prescription lenses with Crizal Sapphire for the RayBan 8901. Of course, it comes with a carbon fiber checkered case, your carbon fiber temples, and it's very hard to see on this frame, but this is because this is the matte black with the inside camo. This is the RayBan 8901 color 5263, which is the matte black in the 55 eye size. So let me begin. I'm going to go ahead and pop out your original demo lenses, one of which says RayBan on there. Let me pop that out. Put it into the tracing element of my blocker, but first I want to program this shape into the computer. You are Secret Agent 00782, or as I like to say, the volume 782 of my 325 million volume series of making a pair of glasses for everyone in America. So go ahead and scan that. So years from now, should you ever need new lenses for this frame, it'll be programmed into the computer and you will not need to mail this frame back to me. I'm going to hit start and a little stylus is going to pop up and go around and trace the inside. Whoa! There, you stay there. It's going to trace the inside bevel of the right side of the frame before doing the same thing on the left. Here at freeprescriptionlenses.com, where everyone loves a bargain and no one is disappointed in quality. You buy a genuine, authentic RayBan frame and you'll receive one free pair of clear single vision prescription lenses or non-prescription fashion lenses. My receipt has my federal ID tax number, so if you have vision insurance or flex dollars, you will get reimbursed for this purchase, whether they're prescription or not. I'm going to move this on to the next screen. This is the shape of the lens that we'll be cutting. It's only magnified. Let me minify it down to the correct size. I'm going to magnify it while I'm working on it. Your pupillary distance for your right eye is 33. Let's go ahead. The computer starts at 32.5, so I'm going to tap the plus button one time to bring it up to 33. I do want to bring the optical center height. Come on, change screens. I got this button too. We're going to raise it up 2 millimeters to 19. We're going to come down here to my Marco 101 lensometer. Your right eye reads minus 275 minus 50 at 85. I'm going to put the axis wheel on 85. I want to zero it out and make sure everything is perfect, and it is. And let's take your right lens, put it in. We're going to rotate it until the, we got to put it on the right power, minus 275. Let's rotate until the spherical component comes in clearly. Make sure the astigmatism lines up, and that is perfect. We're going to put 3 dots on your lenses. Come on, let me darken that. Let me darken that. The never-ending battle of keeping ink in a lensometer. I even switched inks to a red to see if that would be better. I may have to go back to my black. Put the right lens in, minus 275, minus 275. Find the optical center. Make your astigmatism lines up. And that is kind of light. I guess I can darken that some. I can see those, but you may not at home, so that's all right. And for this next one, that is the right eye. We're going to put that there. May have to go back to the black ink after all. The left eye is a minus 275 sphere. I'm still on 275. I just need to find the center of the lens. There is no astigmatism portion where I have to rotate the lens. I just need to find the optical center and place 1 dot on the lens. Can I get 1 dot? There we are. Does that show up? Yeah, it does. I'm still going to darken it. Never-ending battle with the ink. There we go. Alright, so that's the left lens. So this is a block. I need to attach this to your lens while it is cutting, so I need 2 double-sided adhesive stickers, of which I've got them here. The black side is the sticky side. Stick this one onto the first block. Do the same thing now for the second one. On the back is a silver button that is a magnet. It's going to do its job twice today. The first time it's going to attach itself to another magnet there in the arm. Pull the paper away to make the black side sticky. Line up the magnet. Make sure those 3 dots line up in there perfectly. PD's right, that's right, we're good to go. Hit the button, the arm's going to come down and place the block onto the right lens. I'm going to do the same thing now for the unright lens, which is me. Pull the paper away to make the black side sticky. Line up the magnet. Pupillary distance is 33 also, so that has been mirrored from the right to the left. I can rotate the lens any way that I would like now because there is no astigmatism. It's the same power all over. Hit that button, the arm comes down and places the block onto the left lens. Now this is the edger. This is what's going to do all the work while I run my mouth. The actual cutting wheel is over here on the far left. It's a diamond crusted wheel that's going to grind away the lens material until it's the final size. This wheel in the center is going to put the V-shaped bevel onto the lens so it stays inside the bevel of the frame. I'm going to go ahead and wake up the computer. As you can see, 782 is programmed in there. These are polycarbonate lenses. If they were plastic, high index plastic or Trivex, I could select that. I'm not going to polish the edge of the lens because it's not going to be seen in this frame anyway. I'm not going to put a safety bevel on the front convex surface of the lens because it will not be protruding from the frame, but I will put a safety bevel on the rear concave surface of the lens. So let me go ahead and put the right lens in. Now the magnet's going to do its job a second time today. It's going to attach itself to another magnet there in the chuck, or as I like to call it, the Charles, because I don't know this machine well enough to call it chuck. That's right, free bad jokes with every pair of glasses sold. Hit the green arrow, the door closes, the clamp shuts, making a terrible sound, first one of the day, because it has a rubber gasket seal to make sure water does not get inside the equipment, and first one of the day makes noise because it is dry. So it is tracing the shape of the lens. It's going around doing it twice, measuring the thickness of the lens at every point to know exactly and precisely where to place the bevel, so you have the least amount of edge thickness showing, of which with your prescription in this frame, I doubt you will have any. So if you see light flickering in the background, that is water there to catch the optical sawdust. Polycarbonate lenses cut dry, where plastic, high index plastic, and Trivex lenses cut wet, meaning that water sprays onto the lens for the duration of the cutting cycle. Now water will spray onto this lens for the last 20 seconds to wash away any optical debris that you may see beginning to form on the edge of the lenses. But as I said, your lenses are polycarbonate, which is 40% thinner and lighter than regular plastic. They are virtually unbreakable. These are high impact ballistics grade lenses, the same material that our soldiers wear overseas in combat zones to protect their eyes from debris and shrapnel. It's also the same material that OSHA insists that people wear on safety glasses, people who work in factories or landscapers who are around people running weed eaters. It's a good idea to wear safety glasses to protect their eyes. I've had people who have said that the only reason they still have eyes is because they were wearing polycarbonate lenses while weed eating. They've had a rock fly up and hit them and it protected their eyes. Now, the other protection is polycarbonate has 100% UVA and UVB protection built into the lens. We know what the sun's harmful rays can do to your skin, but your eyes are 8 times more sensitive than your skin, so you have permanent sunscreen for your eyes, unlike the lotions, creams, and sprays that you have to reapply every couple hours when you're in direct exposure to the sun. They're in hot Miami. And of course, I hope everyone had a good July 4th yesterday. Everyone has all their fingers from playing with fireworks. No one got burned. So, yeah, wear polycarbonate lenses with playing with fireworks. But you also upgraded to the Crizal Sapphire, the clearest of all the anti-glare coatings. Anti-glare is 3 features in one. It reduces glare when driving at night, particularly driving at night in the rain, but from street lights, stoplights, computer screens, overhead fluorescent lights, and such. Now, the second feature is called anti-reflection. It goes by the initials ARC, so it reduces reflections. So if someone's looking at you're making eye contact with you, not looking at their reflection in your glasses, it makes for much better eye contact. Plus, if someone takes a picture with a flash, you won't see the flash lit up in your lens with a lens that does not have the anti-glare coating. Or if you take a selfie, you won't see the camera in your phone in that. Now, the machine that applies the anti-glare coating takes over 24 hours to vaporize 8 different coatings onto the lens. So because of the time and the expense, they put the industry's hardest scratch coating on there to protect your time and investment. Now, Crizal Sapphire is the clearest of all coatings. As I mentioned, it's an anti-reflective. They changed the angle of reflection. It used to be at 45 degrees, light would come in and then reflect back 45 degrees. Now it's at 15 degrees to reduce reflections even more. It is the clearest of all the Crizal coatings. It adds $139.99 I'm still about $50 cheaper than the national average. It is the best coating you'd have. This frame itself sells for $220. The Crizal Sapphire at $139.99 brings it up to a total of $359.99. 99. Any fans of the White Album out there? Okay, now I'm going to open the door with my mind. I can do other things with my mind. I can melt ice with my mind. I can. It just takes me a couple hours, but I can do it. Just got to keep staring at it. The only thing I can't do is come up with new jokes. So if you think of a joke funnier than ones I tell, write them down on a $100 bill and mail them to me, and I will read them on the air and give you credit. You don't even have to leave your name. I'll recognize your handwriting. So let's see if it fits. I'm going to tuck it in at the outside corner, pushing down at the nose. It does not want to go in there easily, so I'm going to pop that back off and put the lens back in there. Take 1/10 of a millimeter off the lens. I do not want to force the lens into the frame. If it was forced in there, it would cause the frame to stretch, or as we in the industry call roll, meaning if you can imagine the bottom of your frame, if the lens were too large, it would make the bottom of your frame roll outwards, giving you an ugly cosmetic look, as well as shortening the life of the frame. This frame is too nice, so you want a perfectionist like me cutting your lenses. So very strong carbon fiber. Has the rubber tips to make sure that it grips well. It's got that natural built-in wrap, and then with the rubber tips it grips really, really well. There's not a stronger material in eyeglasses now than the carbon fiber, stronger and lighter weight. So this will be comfortable, which is important because Harold is in dental school. He's going to be responsible for all the beautiful teeth in Miami. He spends a lot of time looking down into people's mouths and working on projects using tools, so his hand-eye coordination has to be perfect. His glasses have to fit perfect and not slip. This is a great pair. If you want a strong, lightweight pair that doesn't move, this is it. Alright, let me take the lens out again. Dry everything off one more time. Just like with installing a crown and you have someone bite down, we're going to make sure the fit is perfect. That is one area where we are similar. Again, tuck it in at the outside corner. And the reason why I push down at the nose, it is the thickest part of the frame. So if I'm applying force, that is where I start at. That pops in easily. Let's go ahead and flip that over to L. Put the magnet into the Chuck, the Charles, the Chucky baby, the Chi-Chi, the CC, the C-Rock. Hit start. All right, I'll stop. Just like before, the clamp shuts. The door closes and the clamp shuts. It'll be traced by the two white styluses. First, making sure that it's large enough to fit into the frame. You can see as it's tracing out the shape of the left side of the frame. And just like before, it's measuring the thickness of the lens at every point to know exactly and precisely where to place the bevel, so you have the least amount of edge thickness showing, of which you have no edge thickness whatsoever. That's the reason I use the thinner, lighter weight polycarbonate lenses. Plus, in a plastic frame, it does a good job of hiding edge thickness more so than a metal frame. Dry off the block, drop that back in there, add to my sticker collection. It is growing, it is growing. I'm gonna raffle this off, that's what I should do. Come back down here to the lensometer, place it in just above that black dot. Let me get that little bit of water off the lens. And place it back into my lensometer. I should not have to move anything. The axis wheel should be at 85 still. Now, the unit of measurement we use in the optical world is called a diopter, spelled D-I-O-P-T-E-R. You are at, hang on, you need 11 steps of correction for farsightedness. You're like on the 11th rung of the ladder. Starting at 0 and going up in quarter increments from there, 0.25, 0.50, 0.75, 1, and so on. You're at the 11th step now. As I mentioned, you are nearsighted. You can see everything up close, but beyond arm's reach, things start to get blurry. When you look at objects far away, even though they're blurry, they're larger than they appear. That's why there's a minus sign. Your lenses will minify down to the correct size. Now, once it's the correct size, we have to take away the fuzzy edges, and that's what astigmatism does. Cylinder is the initials for that. Uncorrected astigmatism makes 6s and 8s look alike of the letters P and F. So once everything is the correct size, this makes it sharp, gives you that crystal clarity. You have two curves on your eyes, minus 275 this way, 50 this way, and it's how you line those two curves up to make everything nice and crisp. And we're going to turn that fine tune knob to 85. So that's where we're at on there. So we're at minus 275, one tick mark away from 3. Let's check your astigmatism correction, of which you have 2 steps. And we're at 3 1/4, one tick mark on the other side of 3. That's because we add 2 like signs together, or using today's terms. If somebody had borrowed $2.75 from you, then they borrowed another 50 cents, they would owe you $3.25. That's where we're at 325 in the red. Now your left eye, same amount of distance correction, minus 275, but you have no astigmatism correction. So your eye is completely round on that side. It's just too long, and that's why there is a minus sign there. Hyperopia. So water is spraying onto the lens. I'm sorry, myopia. It's correcting, it's giving you hyperopia to bring everything back to where it should be crisp. So a little lever comes out. At the end of that lever is a spinning tool, something you'd find at the end of a Dremel tool. That's what's applying the safety bevel to the rear concave surface of the lens to make everything nice and smooth. And the reason, even though no portion of this lens protrudes backwards from the frame, but should it come in contact with the cheek, it would be nice and smooth. But the reason I do that is because when I press the lens against the front of the frame, I do not want the lens to mar the finish at all. That's why I put a safety bevel on the rear surface of the lens. Let me dry everything off. Oh, a little bit of Schwarf right there. Drop that into trash under the counter. Run my thumbnail around to make sure everything's nice and clear. And tuck the lens in at the outside corners. That popped in there nicely. Let me go ahead and take the block off. Pull the sticker, dry that off, add to my sticker collection. Come down here to the lensometer. We're going to put it in over that black dot, your pupillary distance, the optical centers. And I am getting minus 275, again, just before the 3. So your pupillary distance for your right eye is 33, for your left is also 33, for a total of 66. I'm going to take the PD stick out of this cup, line it up against against my thumb on the right lens, and then we hold it up to the left lens. We're getting 66 millimeters, so that is cut perfectly. Now this is the portion in every video that is, well, let me clean up. This is the portion that as I clean your lenses, I mentioned that when you get these in the mail, and of course free shipping anywhere in the US, but when you get these in the mail, there's a small chance that these could fit too loose or too tight. However, there's an 80% chance that one side is going to sit higher than the other. That is because 80% of people have one ear that is higher than the other, and because of that statistic, 99% of all optical shops will do free adjustments if you ask. And I'm part of that 80%, and I'll show you in just a moment. But in fact, let me clean these a little better. I see a little tissue on there. Of course, I send out a selfie request in every package. Harold, I'd love to have your picture on the website. Also, I send out cleaning instructions not only for your frame and your lenses, so they will last you for years, but for your cleaning cloths as well. Your RayBan cleaning cloth, your Crizal cleaning cloth, and the premium microfiber one that I provide. Use my thumbnail to get that out of there. Come on you, cooperate. So I field test every cleaning cloth, so when you get these in the mail and there's a wrinkle in there, you know that it works because you've seen me clean your lenses with it. So, but when you get these in the mail, there's a small chance they won't fit perfectly, but I'm going to get them in standard alignment first, also known as a 3-point stance. The 3 points are 1, 2, and the bottom of the frame being 3. I set them on the counter and press down. There is no wobble, and when I say wobble, I'm part of that 80%. When I take mine off and set them on the counter, they wobble because my right ear is lower than the left, and that's why they have to be adjusted that way. For those of you keeping a score at home, I'm wearing the RayBan 2132 New Wayfarer. This is a sunglass that I have my clear lenses put in there, and I too have Crizal Sapphire on my lenses. Let me put mine back on so I can see what I'm doing. Flip that over, press down, there is no wobble. Close each temple to make sure they overlap perfectly, and they do, and that neither temple is askew like that. So that is it. If you've liked what you've seen, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you have any questions, you can email me directly at freeprescriptionlenses@gmail.com. Some people have mentioned that for some reason when you go to the website and click the contact me page, it's for some reason a few emails get bounced back. I don't know why. So email me directly at freeprescriptionlenses@gmail.com. You can follow me on Facebook and Instagram as freeprescriptionlenses.com, or on Twitter as freerxlenses. So Harold in Miami, Florida. I hope you enjoyed watching as I cut prescription lenses with Crizal Sapphire for the RayBan 8901 color 5263, which is the matte black in the 55 eye size. I'm See More Better. Now, as you can see, that's Mo Better, and everyone else has got the chance to see how I bring that love and feeling back to glasses. Thank you.